Welcome back. And you thought your job was stressful. Imagine being the press secretary for one President Donald Trump. I spoke with Sean Spicer about the job this week in D.C.
Thanks for joining us.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
For you personally, I mean, obviously you've been in government for a long time, but this has got to be the beginning of a magic carpet ride to a certain extent.
It is. You know, I grew up in New England. I'm a Rhode Islander by background. And when you grow up in a small state, whether it's New Hampshire or Rhode Island, you dream big, you look at things and you go, how did someone get there? And to think that I've got the honor of serving in this position is really a big deal for a small town boy and a small state guy.
How different is your role going to be in this administration? Obviously, this is a different kind of president. We're entering a different era in government, and your task, to a large degree, is going to be to translate some of the things that we see on Twitter and some of the statements that are made.
I don't know that it's necessarily to translate, but it's to give voice to it and to give lift to it. And the president speaks very clearly. He knows what he wants to say. He has a direct channel to the American people. Our job is to make sure that we can continue to filter that, get it out to different outlets. But he is very unique in how he's able to have that direct line of communication with the American people.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken a lot of heat for, going on Twitter and saying certain things, but we saw.
But the funny thing is, when he does that, he gets results. And that's what people keep forgetting is they're talking about the medium. He gets Twitter, he uses Twitter, and he gets, how dare he? And if you think back to the 60s with Kennedy, I mean, there was different sort of mediums that people went to back then. He's at the forefront of a new way of communicating and getting results. But in each case, whether it was the Carrier case or some of the foreign policy aspects of what he's been doing, he's been getting results.
And was that a lesson that was learned fundamentally this week when the House Republicans, basically gutting the ethics committee, the president-elect let his position be known very quickly via Twitter, and
it gets pulled.
Yeah.
And I think that's the power of the movement that's behind him. The reason that he won is he embodied the change that people have been talking about for a long time, and I think members of Congress, House and Senate, recognize that people spoke very forcefully and came out, not just to vote, but put yard signs out, volunteered, because they backed and believed in that movement. And so members understand when he comes out and says something, they better be ready to defend their position, because there's going to be a lot of interested people that he's speaking to.
Sure. You've been asked repeatedly about the allegations of Russian involvement, Russian hacking in our elections, and your response has been, look, let's wait for the intelligence community to finish their report, and then we can disseminate that information, which
it's a pretty novel idea.
In my opinion, that's a perfectly reasonable response. Are we losing in this whole debate over who done it? Some of the behavior that was revealed by certain members of the DNC in those emails, right, which also calls into question some of the patterns that we're seeing that could be disturbing when it comes to our democracy.
Right. Well, I think one of the things that's interesting is you get the actions lose some of the substance that are beneath that, right? And one of the things that's interesting is Hillary Clinton on multiple occasions got debate questions. You want to talk about influencing an election. I mean, this is somebody who's cohorting with media organizations to hand out someone not just the answer or the question, but the proposed answer. And that got lost in the shuffle here. I don't think hacking is right or any attempt to undermine our election system, but I think sometimes we forget some of the underlying activities. You had a chief of her campaign, John Podesta, calling her and calling some of the campaign members very, very inappropriate things. That got lost in the discussion.
Obviously, very soon we'll be taking a look at the Affordable Care Act. The president has pledged we're going to be repealing this day one or shortly thereafter. Fair question. A lot of people are asking. Yeah. Millions of people are on these rolls, including thousands in New Hampshire. Do you expect there will be some sort of safety net?
Oh, absolutely. Look, we're not going to repeal. Look, the replacement piece of that equation is important. We understand that health care is crucial to every American. You can't just take something away without ensuring that they've got that. But what Obamacare has done is it's done exactly the opposite of everything. It's not the Affordable Care Act. Access was limited. People lost their plans, lost their doctors. That was promised to them. And in fact, instead of being affordable, premiums have skyrocketed.
And you also have a situation where the critics, who are always going to be there no matter what, any administration, are pointing to some of his picks in his cabinet.
Right.
Well, this isn't draining the swamp, this is adding to it. From your view of things, is he picking the type of people that will know how to hit the ground running more than academics?
This is probably the most qualified cabinet that we've seen in modern history. When you look at the talent that exists, and you take a guy like Rex Tillerson. He's head of one of the largest companies in the world. He's negotiated deals in almost every major country in the world. I think this is a guy who's going to get things done on day one. And think about this. He's stepping away from the CEO position of a major company to serve this nation. I mean, this isn't a guy he's been successful and he wants to give back. Those are the kind of people that are getting involved in a Trump administration, people who truly want to serve this country and get results and make it better for every American.
Well, best of luck to you moving forward. And I think one thing we can all agree on is we'd like to see the Patriots, you being from Rhode Island, down
You
to the White
bet.
House.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good playoff, and they're the #1 seed headed in, home field advantage. You couldn't ask for anything better.
You're staying into it. Good to see you. Thanks very much.
And hopefully the Patriots will be down at the White House pretty soon. That's going to wrap up this edition of Close Up New Hampshire. Thanks very much for watching. Of course, we'll be back here next week. Until then, have a great Sunday.